Miami University maintains a strong reciprocal relationship with the Miami Tribe of Oklahoma.
Our land acknowledgement exists to reaffirm the Miami people's deep connection to their homelands and our commitment to each other.
The specific wording in Miami University's land acknowledgement is the result of an intentional,
collaborative process with the Miami Center and with review and approval from the Miami Tribe of Oklahoma.
As we begin, we'd like to share this land acknowledgement with you.
Miami University is located within the traditional homelands of the Miami and Shawnee people,
who, along with other indigenous groups, ceded these lands to the United States in the First Treaty of Greenville in 1795.
The Miami people, whose name our university carries, were forcibly removed from these homelands in 1846.
In 1972, our relationship between Miami University and the Miami Tribe of Oklahoma began and evolved into a reciprocal partnership,
including the creation of the Miami Center at Miami University in 2001.
The work of the Miami Center serves the Miami Tribe community and is dedicated to the revitalization of Miami language and culture and to restoring that knowledge to the Miami people.
Miami University and the Miami Tribe are proud of this work and of the Miami students who have attended Miami since 1991 through the Miami Heritage Award Program.
Tonight's celebration is unfolding with the magic of XR technology. For the ultimate experience, we invite you to direct your gaze towards the viewing monitors. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Miami's 22nd President, Greg Crawford.
Well, welcome to the grand opening of the McVey Data Sciences building. And as we celebrate this building tonight and this fabulous space, we also are here to celebrate, thank, and honor Rick McVey, class of 1981, for his extraordinary gift to his alma mater. Also joining Rick tonight is his wife, Lara, and his daughters, Grace and Taylor, are with us. And also here with us tonight is Mary Schell. She's the Miami University Board of Trustees Chair, and Dave Koschek, who is the Miami University Foundation Board Chair. I also want to thank Governor Mike DeWine and Lieutenant John Husted for sending out an accommodation tonight for the grand opening of the building. That was very nice of them. And I also want to welcome all of those that are joining us from cyberspace tonight. And so we have many people looking in on this wonderful, fabulous celebration that we're having. So are you all ready to get started? Yeah. Well, welcome to the future. We're so excited for this building opening tonight, and it really does several things. First, it's going to sort of elevate the excellence here at Miami University in data science. Second, it's going to exponentially advance our reputation in that area. And third, it's going to catapult us into the future. So first, I want to tell you a little bit about this space and how it was designed. So we had three kind of principles in mind. First, it was to be transdisciplinary. So what that means is that we wanted to invite people into this building that were going to cross interdisciplinary boundaries and cross their traditional boundaries and work together as one, and to solve those problems that were, that are so pressing, world challenges and so forth, enduring questions, and get those teams together to solve that. The second piece of that was to build a space out that inspired creativity and innovation and imagination. And I don't know about you, but when I walk in this building, I just want to invent and discover and create and patent things and copyright new ideas. And I'm sure our students and faculty will feel all the same way. And the third element was we wanted to really introduce our students to the best state-of-the-art technology in the world to kind of set us apart in this data science world and education space. And so those were the three design principles. And so who's the lucky people that occupy this? Well, there's three departments, and they come from three different colleges. And that's very different for Miami because that's unique. It's the first time we've done that in one building. So we have emerging technology, business, and design, and they're in the College of Creative Arts. And then we have the Department of Statistics in the College of Arts and Sciences. And then, of course, we have computer science in the College of Engineering and Computing. So they all come together, and then in addition, we also have a center here on campus that's also occupying this space. It's called CADS. It's the Center for Analytics and Data Science. And in addition to those 3 colleges, which it engages, it also pulls in the Farmer School of Business, in particular, Information Systems and Analytics, and also Education, Health, and Society, EH&S, on our SLAM program, which is a Sports Leadership and Management. And so we're pulling all these groups together to solve those big world problems and to use data to get it added as well. And so it's very exciting to open this fantastic space up and have so many disciplines here all working together. And as you do this tonight and walk around this fantastic building, you're going to see several student projects, and you're really going to see the talent that we have here at Miami University and the students that come here. I'm going to give you a couple of sort of ideas what you might see. One area is the Experiential Learning Lab. And on that one, you're going to go in there and see maker spaces and robots and even the fur hat robot. And the fur hat robot's great. It's really complimentary to you. And so it'll be really nice to you. I come over here on days when I'm having a bad day to talk to it. And in addition, you're going to go to the next lab, and it's going to be a VR laboratory studio. And you're going to see the intellectual property of our students right here at Miami who created games in the VR environment. And so that's very exciting. And then on to the cybersecurity laboratory. And we got red and blue teams playing offense and defense against a simulated cyber attack. And so really cool things going on there. And then data visualization. And there's all kinds of great student projects on that. So data visualization, to try to take all this data and then see if you can find trends or outliers or patterns to actually visualize it in graphs or heat maps or charts and so forth. And there's one up there you're going to see is about Airbnbs in New York City. And so what they did is they created ways in which they could draw data down and then give you quality, cost, value, and also crime in those areas and all the different boroughs in New York City. So in one quick look, you can pick which one you want. And so that's really an exciting project, and there's many more of those upstairs that you'll have to check out. And then there is a group of students in our master's program in business analytics, and they're working with companies. One thing we want to do here at this new building is be open for business and really truly engage industry in ways that we can tackle their problems and work side by side. And so we have a couple of projects up there. I'll give you an example of 2. One, my team, the Cleveland Guardians, we're working with them on season ticket sales, season ticket holders, and seeing how you can retain them and actually expand that as well. So that's a really neat project. And the second one's with Fifth Third Bank, and they're looking at, students are looking at how to look to see where they would place branches and so forth around the area based on customer demand. Where will the next bank branch be? So there's all this great stuff going on there. And then in the Miami way tonight, that this stage, this room, the content and the production is all being run by Miami students. And so it's really extraordinary, yeah. We love to involve them in everything that we do here, and that's what makes Miami such a special place. Now, welcome to the future, and this is our future right here tonight. And this extended reality stage is really interesting from the standpoint of just think of what the students can do with capstone projects, what faculty can do with research and so forth, what companies can do on collaborations with this facility and this resource. Just one example is one of our creative students can get involved with the entertainment industry and so forth and do it right here on campus at Miami University. So it's super exciting of all the facilities that you'll see in this great new building tonight. Now, as you think about this, what once was science fiction that seemed only like a few years ago today, that was artificial intelligence. We had the metaverse, quantum computing, we have virtual reality and so forth. We have gene editing. That is here today, and we're living it. And that's our future as well. And so this building will really help us actually drive that future and train and educate our students in that future, and also make this resource available to all our faculty and staff who are really working on the research aspects of it as well. And of course, Miami has this great broad education here with humanities and the liberal arts. And sometimes when you think about technology, it's not always the question, can you do it? Because today we can do just about anything with science and technology. But sometimes the question is, should you do it? Or what are the unintended consequences if you can do it? And with Miami's holistic education, we'll be able to actually answer those questions combined with all the great research, teaching, learning that we're doing on in this new building. So it's a very exciting time. Now, none of this could have been possible without the generous gift of Rick McVey. And so let's give Rick a big Miami love and honor thank you for this. So extraordinary. Thank you, Rick, for the bottom of our hearts for what you've done for your alma mater. We're just so grateful and so appreciative. And so it's time to look at Rick's journey and his career. And that journey started here some 40 years ago, right here at Miami University. Thank you.
Big news in the world of ESG today as the firm Market Access has announced a new initiative to help minority and women and veteran-owned broker-dealers get better access.
Today we're going to take a look at the 6th best performing stock on the S&P this year.
These numbers show to me that maybe you're kind of like the Netflix of bonds.
I came from a small high school in Northeast Ohio, so arriving at Miami University was an opportunity to broaden my horizons in so many different ways. And some of the things that I remember most notably was, of course, the academic, but the social interaction was also critically important to my experience there. One of the things that I really loved about President Crawford's vision for the data science program that connected with me is the cross-disciplinary nature of the programs that we're building at McVey Data Science. One of the most rewarding things for me at this stage in my career, in my life, to be able to give back for the things that I really care about. So the legacy I'd like to leave is that I had a great experience at Miami. It launched me into a career where I've had great fortune in so many different areas of financial markets, including starting Market Access in 2000 as the founder. And I'd love for people to hear that story and know that it all started in Oxford, Ohio.
Please welcome our guest of honor, Rick McVey, class of 1981 and founder and executive chairman of Market Access.
Wow, this is really incredible. I knew I was in for a treat today to get in and see the building, see the students enjoying it, but it's exceeded my expectations in every way. And President Crawford and David Kramer and the team here at Miami, so thankful. I knew you would be good stewards of this gift, and that's clearly the case today. And what we're seeing and the programs that President Crawford described, we all need to recognize this building is not even 2 months old. So I'm already preparing for the next call to say, Rick, we're out of space and we may need another data science building. But that would be a great problem to have. But it's great to be here. I too want to thank my daughters for joining us, Taylor and Grace, my wife Lara, of course. My sister Phyllis is here, so it's great to have family here to enjoy this event. And I have to say hello remotely to our daughter Lane with her husband Connor, who is in Chicago, having just given birth to a brand new baby girl a week ago. Charlie Goggin is new to the McVey team, and we're thrilled, and she sends her regards, but we understand why she might not be here tonight. But thank you, President Crawford, and good evening to those gathered here and those of you that are watching remotely. It's really an honor for me to be here, and I know all of you are looking forward, as I am, to the comments from Billy Beane shortly. Billy, a pioneer in data analytics in professional sports and Major League Baseball, subject of a Michael Lewis book, which then, of course, became the movie Moneyball, and we're going to have a lot of fun with that. I only have one problem, Billy, especially given where you are tonight, which you found your talent in the movie version, Peter Brand, from the Cleveland Indians. And we just have to say, really, it could have been us. So I don't know what happened there, but Oakland A's, Cleveland Indians, we were kind of hoping that Peter would stay right here with us. But we do have one other thing in common, that I thought the casting in Moneyball was excellent, and I think if they ever do a movie on market access, that Brad Pitt would be an excellent choice to play the lead. It doesn't seem that long ago that some of us were gathered here on a rainy fall day for the groundbreaking ceremony, and it's pretty incredible. You have these conversations, which I did with President Crawford, literally in the middle of COVID. And we shared a common vision that Miami needed to take a bold step forward with data science, but it was an uncertain time for all colleges and universities in the country, and there was no certainty on when students would be back in class, back in the dorms, a lot of uncertainty about tuition and fees that Miami was working through like everyone else. And it really resonated so much with me that we really started working on a plan to move forward even in light of the uncertainty that Miami was facing at that time. And it was such the right thing to do, and it came together so quickly that there we were, talking about that plan in the summer of 20. The plan comes together. We're at a groundbreaking in 21, and here we are in this beautiful new building that will serve Miami students so well for many decades to come. So just really a terrific effort by the entire Miami team to make this happen. I want to call out some of that team because people don't realize the work that went into this building, and having had the opportunity to join hard hat tours 2 or 3 times and see this all coming together, the work that was done was truly exceptional. On time, on budget, and spectacular. So I want to thank Robert Bell and John Porchowski from the Miami team, as well as the architectural design from Canon Design and BHDP, and the construction teams from Whiting Turner on creating this magnificent space. Well done to all of you. And I described, and I hope you would all agree tonight, but I described McVey Data Science in a recent interview as a combination of the traditional Miami brick Georgian exterior with a tech-friendly interior that feels as if you've walked into Google. And I really feel that that's what we've done here. And it's a special place, and I think everyone is going to enjoy everything that this building has to offer, and I'm certain we will be oversubscribed very soon. It's incredibly gratifying to be able to give back to Miami University to help fulfill the digital innovation and technology cornerstone for the current fundraising campaign, for love, for honor, for those who will. The company I started nearly 25 years ago in New York City, the City of Dreams, is at the center of technology and data-driven automation changes that are transforming trading in the global bond markets. When we launched Market Access in 2000, our electronic orders landed with traders on trading floors who manually entered prices for execution. If you flash ahead to where we are today, over 70% of our trades are won by a price driven by market-making algorithms with no human intervention at the time of trade. Those algorithms are created by computer and data scientists. For Miami students to be prepared for sales and trading careers on Wall Street, they need domain knowledge in financial markets, and they need computer science and data science skills. I'm thrilled to help Miami jumpstart collaborative programs in McVey Data Science to do just that. And this is just the start of what I know will be essential learning and research opportunities for decades to come for Miami students and faculty. Data science is also driving a new age of innovation in all parts of our economy, including critical areas of medical research, climate change, and manufacturing. I have joined the Miami University National Campaign Committee to help Miami meet or exceed the $1 billion campaign goal. I am often asked what motivates me to support Miami with the lead gift for this building, along with the financial aid for the Farmer School of Business and the Miami varsity golf team. The answer is that my Miami years created a transformational foundation in my life for which I am forever grateful. I've come a long way from that small town in northeastern Ohio, but I've also held close those values of education, hard work, and personal responsibility. I know my parents, Barb and Tom, are smiling down on the ceremony this evening. I hope many of you will be similarly inspired to join us in this essential campaign to fulfill the Miami strategic vision and continually advance our academic programs. Miami students need our support to expand financial aid for deserving students and to create cutting-edge academic programs to launch successful careers. In closing, thank you so much for coming out for this dedication and celebration of McVey Data Science this evening. It is truly an honor to be here with you. Love and honor.
Thank you, Rick McVey, for your transformative gift to Miami University and for your ongoing support of Miami students. Your impact will be felt for generations to come. Now, let's mark the building's opening with a ceremonial ribbon cutting featuring the magic of extended reality.
Two, three.
With the McVey Building now officially open, we turn a new page in the history of Miami.